From the heart of God's country, in the midst of the Great Smoky Mountains, it's Knoxville International Christian Film Festival presents, featuring creative Christians from around the globe, honoring God in the spirit of excellence and service. Now, your host, Rob Ekno.
Hi, I'm Rob Ekno. Welcome to another exciting episode of Knoxville International Christian Film Festival Presents. I'm coming to you from our studios here in the heart of God's country in Knoxville, Tennessee. We hope that you are having an amazing day on this gloriousness that He has created for us. I'll tell you what, you talk about creativity and a lot of fun and just a really awesome way of teaching Scripture. That's what's going to happen today. And it's going to happen in only 5 minutes, but it's going to be one of the most memorable 5 minutes that you will see on television. I say this because we had a recent film festival in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and we showed this 5-minute film, which you'll see in just moments, Barney and Billy. And ever since then, people have been commenting. Every time I mention the film festival, one of the first comments they make is, "You remember that Barney and Billy thing? That was amazing." Well, you're going to see the amazingness of a young creator, animator, Cecil. He's from Michigan. He was so excited that we were going to showcase his feature that he got out of work late on a Friday night and drove down through the night from Michigan to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee to be there to see this wonderful presentation that he's allowing us to showcase to you today. So, without any further ado, let's head out to the red carpet and Noah and our wonderful Randa Blackley.
All right, we've got Noah Cecil here today on the red carpet with us, and you are an award winner, and you are an award winner of a category that I have not interviewed anybody about as of yet. So please tell us, what did you win gold for?
Animation.
Animation, and what is the name of that animation?
Barney and Billy.
Okay, can you give us a little bit of a summary about what this is about?
So Barney and Billy are two bears who comically commentate on common misconceptions people have on scripture and theology.
Okay, so this is really good for, I know I have a 13-year-old at home. This would be a really good thing for him to watch and to learn about, but I think it's probably for all ages, right?
Yes. I don't like the idea of making stuff just for kids or just for adults. I just make it for me and hope everybody else enjoys it too.
Well, congratulations on your accomplishment. Do you have other projects that are in the works?
A few other things, but also some more shorts with Billy and Barney especially.
That's awesome. Well, I am so excited for you. Congratulations on winning gold, and we wish you all the best.
Hi, I'm Barney.
And I'm Billy.
And we're here today to talk about truth.
Well, I think what my good friend Barney means to say is that we're here today to talk about truth.
That's what I said. Truth.
No, not truth. Truth. With an S.
What are you talking about, Billy?
Well, there is no one absolute truth, don't you know? There are many different truths, and everyone has their own. I have my truth, you have your truth, she has her truth, he has his truth, and that cheeseburger over there has its truth.
Do you really think there's no absolute truth?
Oh, I know there's no absolute truth.
Are you sure there's no absolute truth?
I am positive there is no absolute truth.
Is it absolutely true that there is no absolute truth?
Oh, it is absolutely true that there is no absolute... Could you repeat the question?
Maybe I can help you out, Billy.
Ouch! Hey, what's the big idea of smashing my tootsies with a mallet?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean you don't know what I'm talking about? It happened just a few seconds ago. You picked up that mallet and smashed my foot. And I have the broken toes to prove it.
I most certainly did not.
You most certainly did, as my Perry Mason-inspired lawyer will prove.
Now, Mr. Bear, on the afternoon of today, did you take this mallet and hit that bear on the foot like this?
Ouch!
No, sir, I did not take this mallet and hit that bear on the foot like this.
Ouch! Again.
No, Mr. Bear, we have eyewitness testimony not only from the victim, but also from a cheeseburger who happened to be passing by at the time, but who wishes to remain anonymous. Both witnesses say, without a shadow of a doubt, that it was you who picked up this mallet and hit that bear on the foot like
this. Ouch!
And if that isn't enough, we also have security footage of the entire incident.
Ouch! It was him all right.
Now, Mr. Bear, what do you have to say? I did not hit Billy Bear in the foot, and that is my truth. Oh, well, I got nothing. So long, Billy. If you're ever accused of murder, let me know.
What? Where are you going? You have to prove him guilty.
Sorry, Billy, but according to his truth, he's innocent. My paws are tied.
Yabbit. Oh, get out of here. Well, this is a fine how do you do?
Well, what do you expect in a world with no absolute truth?
Okay. Maybe there is such a thing as absolute truth. My foot sure seems to think it's absolutely true that you did smash it. But how am I supposed to know what absolute truth is? How do I know what's really true and what isn't?
It's not what the truth is, but who the truth is.
Can you explain that to me without breaking any of my bones?
Sure, it's all right here in the Bible.
You know, somehow I just knew one of those things was going to pop up eventually.
Jesus said to them, I am the way, the truth, and the light. No one comes to the Father but through me. Jesus is truth. He is the author of truth. And he gave us his word, the Bible, so we can know the truth. Not a truth or one of many truths, but the truth, the one and only.
So if I want to know if something is true, I can use the Bible as a guide to help me know what the truth is.
That's right.
And if something is true, it is true for everybody, and not just me.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for explaining it to me.
It was my pleasure. You should have seen the look on your face when I got your foot with that mallet. Oh, you did not see that coming.
Say, Barney, is it not absolutely true that there is a verse in the Bible saying an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth?
Well, sure. Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason.
Billy, you're not gonna smash my foot with that mallet, are you?
Oh, heavens no, Barney.
Oh, good.
I'm going to smash your foot with this mallet.
You know what the Bible also says? Vengeance is mine, declares the Lord. Vengeance is mine, declares the Lord. Billy!
One of my amazing friends in Hollywood was a legend in animation. For 50 years, he did things like the Smurfs, the Flintstones, Mickey Mouse, worked at Disney and Warner Brothers, all of those big studios. And I'll tell you what, he would be so proud of what we just watched right now, Barney and Billy, Noah Cecil. Wow, just absolutely amazing. And we'll meet Noah in just a moment. I'll have a conversation with him and we'll share some of his goodness and his creativity. But first, Noah was kind enough to show us how things are made behind the scenes in animation. Let's take a look and we'll come back and we'll talk with the animator himself, Noah Cecil.
And now, the wonderful world of Billy. here's our host, Billy Bear.
Cartoons. They have been done before. But cartoons about bears have been done even more. And yet here we are, doing what has already been done. But at least we aren't a live-action remake.
Billy, what are you doing?
I am going to take the folks at home behind the scenes of the first episode of our new animated series.
What do you know about animation?
What do I know about animation? What do I know about animation? Not much, but they gave me a script to read.
Well, okay, but try to move things along. TV shows aren't as long as they used to be, you know.
Okay. Tonight, or this morning, depending on what time this program airs, we are going to take a look at what went into making our show, Billy and Barney.
That's Barney and Billy.
Barney and Billy. Now let's see, what does my script say? The idea for this show started when this guy, who I've never seen before in my life's mind, was wandering one day, and he came up with an idea for 2 characters. Both would be bears. One bear would be a little on the slow side, kinda silly and not very bright. This must be talking about Barney. And the other bear would be called Barney. The idea would be for these characters to comically commentate on common misconceptions people have about scripture and theology. Once the idea for the characters was there, the next step was designing them. It didn't take long for whoever this guy is to come up with the look of the amazingly handsome bear the world has come to love and—
Billy, stick to the script.
Fine. Now we are going to take a look at storyboards. Storyboards are drawings that help to visualize what an animated film will look like before any animation has even begun. Once the entire story has been drawn, these storyboards are edited together with sound effects and voices provided by a voice actor. Hey, Barney, what's a voice actor?
I'll explain it to you later.
Okay. What you're about to see next is a scene from our film. On one half of the screen, you will see the scene and see the scene? You know, that's kind of funny. It's almost like a tongue twister. See the scene. See the scene. See the scene. See the—
Billy!
You will see the clip in storyboard form, and on the other side of the screen, you will see the same clip in its final animated form.
Do you really think there's no absolute truth?
Oh, I know there's no absolute truth.
Are you sure there's no absolute truth?
I am positive there is no absolute truth.
Is it absolutely true that there is no absolute truth?
Oh, it is absolutely true that there is no absolute— Could you repeat the question?
Maybe I can help you out, Billy.
Ouch! Hey, what's the big idea of smashing my tootsies with a mallet?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean you don't know what I'm talking about? It happened just a few seconds ago. You picked up that mallet and smashed my foot. And I have the broken toes to prove it.
I most certainly did not.
You most certainly did, as my Perry Mason-inspired lawyer will prove. Once the storyboards are done, the animation can finally begin. You can see that the animator uses a model sheet of the character as a reference for when he animates him. This helps to keep the character consistent throughout the film. The animator starts with rough sketches of the key poses the character will be making before he goes and draws the final cleaned line. You can also see him flipping back and forth between the drawings he has made, watching them move and come to life. And of course, I have to be colored. We cartoon characters catch cold if we go outdoors without any color on. This process is repeated many, many, many times until the entire film has been animated and it is ready for the world or 15 people on Facebook to see. I am positive there is no absolute truth. As you can see, the process of making an animated film is rather long, but can be a lot of fun. And most importantly, this animated film somehow managed to even make a point. Still not sure how we pulled that off. It ain't easy with me around. We hope you have enjoyed this peek behind the scenes and that you will subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can see what we come up with next. Just pull out your phone and scan this QR code. Go ahead, we'll give you a second.
We have the wonderful creator who did the voices, he did the animation, the writing, the whole ball of wax. Noah Cecil, thanks for joining on board here at Knoxville International Christian Film Festival Presents.
Hi, it's my pleasure.
If you're sitting at home, to show you how important it is, not only for us to showcase these films and for God, why he asked me to do this, Noah actually tried to get off work a day earlier. And, things were busy at work, so the boss needed him. So he left work late at night and drove down through the middle of the night from Michigan all the way down to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, which is about an hour and a half south of Knoxville. And that's how dedicated and amazingly responsive these creative Christians are and want to see and make sure that their work is being used in a wonderful way. And Noah, when I saw you arrive on the red carpet, it was just like my whole world lit up. I was like, gosh, how cool is this that we were able to provide a showcase for someone like yourself. Tell us about Billy and Barney. This is just a brilliant piece of work. Where did Billy and Barney come from?
Oh, my mind was kind of wandering during church one Sunday, and I kind of got distracted, and I was thinking, I have a lot of ideas of stuff I want to do in animation, but animation is expensive. Whatever you make, in live action, if you need a Coke bottle on the table, you just go out, you get a Coke bottle, and you put it on the table. In animation, you have to make that Coke bottle and that table. And so a lot of the ideas I've had are like, oh, this is really cool, but this is really expensive. And I'm working on one project now, and I can do it, but it takes time. And I wanted something I could do that was kind of quicker and maybe a little cheaper. And whenever I think of the words animation and cheap, I think Rocky and Bullwinkle, which is one of the first fully animated TV show in America, even before Hanna-Barbera, I believe. And if you ever watch it, it's very limited animation, very cheap. They had a very little budget, but they made up for it with the wit of the scripts and the characters. And so I started thinking about that and trying to think about what I could do that was like that. And I actually there's a segment in Rocky and Bullwinkle, Mr. Know-It-All. It'd be like a 1 minute short where Bullwinkle the Moose would try to teach the audience how to do something and completely fail. And I kind of thought, okay, well, what if it would be kind of funny if he tried to teach something about the Bible and completely failed, and then another character, somewhat like Rocky, comes in and kind of explains it better. And so that was kind of the basic idea. The basic idea. I started thinking about different things that he could be wrong about, and one thing I heard in a college class once was that, there was no absolute truth and everyone has their own. Yes. And I really, I was busy in college and I didn't want to interrupt an instructor. It would have been a little rude, but part of me does kind of regret that I didn't ask him, is it absolutely true that there is no absolute truth? I kind of wish I had asked him that, but also, I didn't want to interrupt the class. It would have been a little rude to interrupt the class, but that's always stuck with me. I should have asked him if it was absolutely true that there is no absolute truth. And that was the basis. I started coming up with the dialogue in my head whenever I drive back and forth to work. I once I kind of had an idea of the characters' voices, when I'm driving, I just kind of talk back and forth to myself. Yeah, Barney, there is no one absolute truth, don't you know? Everyone has their own. Are you sure there's no absolute truth? I am positive there is no absolute truth. Are you sure there's no absolute truth? I am absolutely sure there is no absolute truth. Is it absolutely true that there is no absolute truth? Or it is absolutely true that there is no absolute, could you repeat the question? I come up with that stuff while I'm
Oh, that was brilliant.
Do you really think there's no absolute truth?
Oh, I know there's no absolute truth.
Are you sure there's no absolute truth?
I am positive there is no absolute truth.
Is it absolutely true that there is no absolute truth?
Oh, it is absolutely true that there is no absolute, could you repeat the question?
And to think all this brilliance came about because of another boring Sunday morning service.
It wasn't boring. It wasn't boring. I just have a tendency, my mind tends to wander. Rob, my dad's my pastor. You're going to get me in trouble.
Oh!
Thank It wasn't boring. I just have a mind that tends to wander sometimes.
Yes, as we all do.
Oh, great,
Pastor
Rob.
Cecil,
Thanks a lot, Rob.
Yes, Pastor Cecil, it's all on me, nothing on Noah.
Yeah.
I love that. That's beautiful.
You love it because it's not your father whose sermon just got called boring.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, Pastor C. Oh, that's so great. This particular piece, if you just were watching it with us at home, you saw it was 5 minutes long. How long, Noah, did it take you to create 5 minutes of animation? Because that's a lot of work.
I was actually just going over some of my old files while I was getting some behind the scenes content ready. I finished that script in July of last year, and the animation, I want to say I finished in October. I'm pretty sure I finished it in October, so about three months? Well, plus some time before that while I was still figuring out the story and designing the characters. 4 months? 4 months maybe?
And about in that 4 month time period, so folks at home can have some kind of a mindset like myself. About how many hours might you have put in during that? Yeah, right? Like 700 or?
I didn't keep as good of track as I should have, but a lot. It was kind of, this isn't my day job or anything, so it's all my spare time. So it's not like I spent 8 hours every day working on it, but I really can't say for sure. I need to start keeping track of that.
But I have a funny feeling, this is just something the Lord just sent me, that this Barney and Billy series is eventually going to be something that provides your living, because God shares in the Bible, right? And you probably know much better than me, but he talks about the fact that if you're doing something for him, he'll open up the doors for you. And this is so brilliantly done. It's a showstopper, truly, is what it is. It stops people for 5 minutes, and they get laughs out of it, and they get joy out of it. And then what they get most out of it for me was I got thinking. How much do I really know about Scripture? How in depth am I into the Bible every day? How is my walk with the Lord? I thought I had a good one, but is it as good as it needs to be? So that 5 minutes opens up so much for so many. Is that what you were hoping when you did this?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, everyone they see two cartoon bears and they think, "Oh, that's a nice kids show." And I try very hard not to take offense with that because it's not a kid show. I hate the term. I hate kids shows because the best kids shows are shows that weren't intended for kids. Back to Rocky and Bullwinkle, I was watching a documentary from like the 80s. They got some of the writers on there and they say, technically that was a kid show. They were advertising for kids. Bullwinkle was on Cheerios, but the writers were saying, we never wrote for kids. We wrote what we thought was funny. And that's exactly what I've tried to do. I only put in something if I think it's funny. And yeah. So I try to make something that can be watched by anyone, and even people who might
disagree. They might not be Christians, they might not believe in absolute truth, but I try to make something that even if they disagree with the point of the film, they can still enjoy it. And if I can do that, then I got a lot of people hearing truth. Even if they don't agree with it right now, they're still hearing truth while they enjoy a funny cartoon.
Well, it's funny, it's attractive, it's got two.
Well, thank you.
Right, it's got.
Ooh. Oh,
There's. Can you do an improv for us? Like
oh
a
my
30
goodness.
second a minute.
Well, sure. Hello, this is Billy, and yeah, Billy doesn't have a script right now, so he's just kind of thinking about what he could say, and you want to hear some secrets about Barney? He wears a toupee. He's
Billy!
Oops, I didn't say that. Anywho, I really wish I had a script right now.
Oh my gosh, that was so wonderful. Are you working on another project now to continue this series? Because this seems like a really awesome series that should go on for years to come.
Oh yeah, I'm about halfway through a second one right now, and I finished a rough draft of a third one. So I have a rough script made, and I put together a rough storyboard of a third one too. So yeah, halfway through animating the second one and starting work on a third one. I tried to start work on the next one before I finish the one I'm working on. That way the idea can I can think about it a lot.
Noah, Cecil, thank you so much for taking time out of your wonderfully busy life as you continue to serve the Lord and create in wonderful ways. And we will keep our prayers for you. And I know that Barney and Billy, this is only the beginning. The Lord has made it clear that you are on the path that he needs you on. He just needs you to keep trusting and walking in faith. And thank you so much, Noah, for being here. God bless.
Thanks for having me.
What an absolute joy it has been to be here this week with Barney, Billy, and Noah. I hope you've enjoyed this. This is God elevating Noah and using his talents in the greatest, most creative way. I hope whatever your creative talents are, that you are using them to honor and glorify him in the spirit of excellence and service. I'm Rob Ekno, so blessed to be with you. I'll see you again next week. Same place, same time, here on Knoxville International Christian Film Festival presents.